everybody? Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, it is finally time for the anniversary prediction to come alive, so you guys get to see what I'm thinking about for the anniversary slash what your peers are thinking about for the anniversary as well. So that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below still, even though it's not going to be on a video, what you are expecting for the second half of anniversary, which should be coming out on May 20th. That is when we get the maintenance and the data download of what we are going to receive. But enough of that with being said, let's tell you guys how the format is going to go down. So first things first is I'm going to be giving my predictions, and then once I do that, we're going to go over the comments predictions as well, slash the Discord. I decided to just put in the Discord to get more comments out there, so let me cut right here and we'll get to my part. Hey guys, it is time for me to give my predictions on what I think is going to be coming out for the anniversary, specifically part 2, because we already know what came out for part 1, but I'm still going to show off what I personally thought was coming out for part 1, which is none other than Koichi. Now, 2 reasons why I thought it was Koichi was because, number 1, we had the Vigilante celebration going on, so I thought, you know, since that celebration is going on, we might get a character very soon that is from that show specifically coming out into the game. And what better way to introduce Koichi into the game than having it on that slot with the Vigilantes theme going on during basically what's going to be the first part anniversary. Number 2 is that last year, if you guys don't remember, Season 7 was airing, and around that time, when it was the same time frame that Mirko was coming out, we got Star and Stripes, who was the newest character from Season 7. So I thought, hey, since Star and Stripes came out last year, and that's when that season was going on, since Vigilantes is the newest thing that's going on for My Hero, and we're about to reach that part 1 anniversary, they would release Koichi around that time, because that's basically the same thing that they did for Star and Stripes. But sadly, that was not the case. I'm not talking about in terms of Mirko, sadly, because, you know, even though I'm not a fan of Mirko's kit as terms of selections for a character, a lot of people like her, me included. I like how the way she acts too, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good pick, I'm not gonna lie. But in terms of me not being right, you know, kind of sucks sometimes. But part 2 now, this is where we have no idea what is going to be happening. Let me just remind you guys real quick on what they like to do every single year in Ultra Impact. So in year 1, we got the fantasy. In year 2, we got the celebration. In year 3, we got the steampunk. Each year, they like to change up the theme of costumes that they like to release in their big celebrations, which is known as the Impact Fest. For year 4, I got 2 themes that I have in mind. Well, specifically, I want one to surpass more than the other, but the 2 characters are going to stay the same. The 2 characters that I have in mind, I think they're going to release for the 4th anniversary. So the number 1 theme that, you know, I'm going to be showcasing, not the theme that I want, is this theme right here. Now, I don't know if this is a continuation of fantasy, because it looks like Shoto's still wearing the same fit, but majority of the characters here look different. So that's why, if anything, it would be nice to see, number 1, the character that I'm going to pick is obviously Midoriya. Like, come on, man. Like, every single year we get a JP anniversary, Midoriya is always the headliner. So, of course, they're going to release a new type of Midoriya. Come on, man. There's no way. I'm like 70% sure they're going to release a new Midoriya. If they don't, that's shocking to me that the main character is not going to be the headliner for the anniversary in Ultra Impact specifically. For the JP anniversary, I would be absolutely shocked. But besides Midoriya, another character that I think is going to be popping up for this anniversary will be Uraraka. We have not seen an Uraraka for the longest of time, so it only makes sense that for this anniversary, we get a Uraraka. Now, the second theme that I had in mind, that I want this theme to come out no matter what, is the pirate theme. The pirate theme just looks absolutely sick. If I can find the person that sent this on my Discord, I'll show the screenshot of their name. This guy that put the idea in the air, I've just been wanting it since, man. So now is the perfect opportunity. If they wanted to introduce a new theme, the pirate theme would go so well. Oh my god. And if it wasn't going to be a pirate theme, honestly, like, we could get rid of this picture right here of this Fantasy 2.0 thing. I wouldn't be Cowboys. Like, come on, Cowboys, man, that's sick. But now that we took a look at my predictions, let's go to your guys' predictions and see what you guys want to see in terms of character selections for the anniversary. In the comment section, what do you got for me? Let's see what characters people are predicting. Now, again, it does suck that part 1 already got shown off, but I'm still going to say it anyways on what the characters people wanted to see. So, we got Alex right here that wanted Hero Rising. Now, we never seen a movie get into a type of anniversary celebration, they get their own type of celebration, and then they're just gone into the wind forever. As we know with World Hero Mission, prime example, the last World Hero Mission character we got, I think it was 2 years ago, and since then, we have not seen anything related to World Hero Mission whatsoever. Actually, no, wait. Last year we got the 4th movie, but we only got the Midoriya, and they didn't continue on since. Okay, that's my bad. I forgot that we got the other movie, but then, you know, since then it has been a while since we had anything related with the movies in general. So next we have, not gonna lie, would love a new Amajiki. I saw Amajiki a little bit from a lot of people, and it made me think, like, honestly, they could have done like a Lemillion and then an Amajiki for part 1 if they wanted to do 2 URs like that, but I highly doubt that they were gonna do that. And then like part 2, they do their typical new theme that they would like to showcase. We got this next comment right here is, I hope Iron Might doesn't come out as a limited unit. Meaning that, you know, they would have loved to seen Iron Might as that part 1 slot, which, listen, I'm all here for Iron Might, man. You put him in the game, I'm going crazy. Look, my top 2 anticipated characters that I want that are not in Ultra Impact whatsoever, and you could call me a fanboy to the max. All Might is literally my number 2 character, so any iteration I'll take for free. Iron Might and Evil All Might. Put those both in the game, I'm going crazy. What the hell? Alright, next comment we have, oh, actually, no, they're just asking about a new rarity. You know what? I'll answer it here right now. It should be the perfect time to introduce a new rarity. You know, I'm going to give a prime example. Dokkan, they got their LR during the 2nd anniversary. I think Legends, they got their not UR. Is it? I mean, technically UR, yes, but Ultra. Let me not disrespect the rarity right there. The Ultra rarity, they got it around like the 4th year, if I'm assuming correctly. Maybe towards the 5th year, but I'm going to say 4th year has a nice slot. So if anything, I think if they want to go strong with this anniversary, introducing a new rarity would be so perfect. And that was one of the things I was going to talk about in my next video, which is things I want to see from the anniversary. So you already got me there with my number 1 thing I want to see, which is a new rarity. Next comment right here, which is the last comment on YouTube. Someone wants a new Lemillion, and as we just talked about earlier, I think it would be perfect if Lemillion was a part 1 anniversary character. We haven't seen a new Lemillion in a while, so it would make sense that, bam, right there, we get like, what, Season 7 Lemillion, and we just see his butt come out as Plus Ultra. That would be funny. I think that would cook for free. But now that we got all the YouTube comments out the way, let's go on the Discord, and then we're going to wrap up the video. So that everybody actually put it on the YouTube post, which I asked for, which I'm grateful for that. But I just wanted to make sure, just in case anybody on the Discord, that they put their prediction on what they wanted for anniversary was in here as well. Because I did make an announcement say, oh, if you want, you know, just tell me on the community post, but somebody decided to put it here anyway, so I'm just giving them benefit of the doubt. So we got Goku Black SSJ4 saying, a very first actual tag switch unit, the second one an original character, and last Steampunk Midnight or All Might. So in terms of the characters, you want to see a Midnight or All Might, which, hey, like I said earlier, I wouldn't be opposed if we got another All Might in the game. By all means, let's go right ahead. Even though All Might got his unit a couple of months ago, what's stopping them from doing a new one? But tag switch unit, I don't know. I don't think right now is the perfect time for them to do that. If they were to do something like that, I would rather them do that with a new rarity, because then that gives it more of an enticing reason to summon for that new rarity, besides it looking better than the previous rarity, like them actually having new mechanics as well. That would be pretty sick to see on a Plus Ultra character, which, yes, if we do get that new rarity, it is already confirmed that that is what it's going to be called, a Plus Ultra rarity. But with that, that's where we're ending today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe. Again, let me know down below, even though it won't be a video, what is your part 2 Annie predictions? I'm curious, and of course, you guys already know, I'm consistent with reading the comments, so I'll read all of them no matter what. But with that, I'll see ya next time. Peace.